Hey, welcome back to Meet Me Israel. Can you guess what today is?
Tu BiShvat.
That's right. Tu BiShvat is a Jewish holiday occurring on the 15th day of the Hebrew month of Shvat. It's called Rosh Hashanah Le'ilanot, literally the New Year of the trees.
Let's go plant some trees.
It's customary on Tu BiShvat to plant trees, so we headed over to our local plant nursery to see what we could find. The plant nursery, or in Hebrew, Mishtala, is one of my favorite places to visit. Whenever I step in, I feel like I'm walking into a world filled with beauty and life. As soon as I walk through the door, I'm greeted by a sea of vibrant colors from the array of flowers and plants on display. I love taking my time to stroll through the aisles, admiring the different varieties of blooms and foliage. There's always something new to discover. It's like being in a candy store for plants. Every time I visit, I want to take home every single one. The sweet fragrance of the flowers, the rustling of the leaves, and the sight of the plants reaching for the sun all work together to create a truly magical experience for me. I love chatting with the staff who can tell you all about the different plants and how to care for them. They always have great recommendations and advice, and it's always fun to learn something new. They smell like honey. After picking out some pretty flowers for the garden, we went to the tree area. There were so many different types of citrus trees, oranges, pomelos, grapefruit, lemons, limes, and we even picked out a lemon tree that doesn't have seeds. In the book of Deuteronomy, man is compared to a tree. Just as a tree provides shade and nourishment, a man who follows in the way of God will bring forth good fruit and provide a source of blessing to those around him. Okay, here we are. We just got back from the Mishtala, the plant nursery, and we're going to take this lemon tree, we're going to plant it in honor of Tu BiShvat. We're going to find a sunny spot in the yard. Let's get digging. As we know, Tu BiShvat is the 15th day of the Hebrew month of Shvat. According to biblical law, there is a 7-year agricultural cycle, and when the Holy Temple stood in Jerusalem, farmers were required to separate a tenth of their produce and eat it in Jerusalem. So due to this tithing, which is called Maaser, it was important to determine when the new year started for produce. It was established that a fruit that blossomed after the 15th of Shevat is considered produce of the new year, and all fruit which blossomed beforehand are a product of the rains of the previous year and are tithed together with the crops of the last year. Tu BiShvat also has many spiritual and mystical explanations. Trees are seen as symbols of life, growth, and stability. When we celebrate Tu BiShvat, we are celebrating not only the physical trees in the world, but also the metaphorical trees that represent our growth and spiritual connections to God. There are many customs for this special day. On Tu BiShvat, it's customary to say blessings and eat from the 7 special species grown in Israel, which are wheat, barley, grapes, figs, pomegranates, olives, and dates. Some people even have a custom to have a Tu BiShvat Seder. The Tu BiShvat Seder is a symbolic and spiritual meal. During the Seder, people eat a variety of fruits, nuts, and grains. Each fruit, nut, and grain has its own unique symbolism and blessing, and it's eaten in a specific order to help us understand the different stages of growth and importance. In Israel, the special species of fruit grow all over, so after planting the new lemon tree, we decided to go for a walk around my neighborhood to see which of the 7 species we could find. So here I am walking through the neighborhood here on Tu BiShvat. It's a little bit drizzly today, which is wonderful. We need the rain here in Israel, but I found this almond tree, and it's really blossoming right now. It's blooming. This is one of the first trees at this time of year that will blossom and bloom. It's called a shaked tree, or there's a very popular Hebrew song. It's called Hashkedia Porachat, which means that the almond tree is blooming and flowering. Take a look here at these beautiful blossoms. Here I found a vineyard. You can see everything is wet from the recent rains. In just a few months, there'll be lots of clusters of grapes. After the rains, you can see a new leaf emerging, signaling the start of new growth. So here we are walking through the neighborhood. Figs is one of the 7 special species of Israel. The tree right behind me is a fig tree. It's not in season right now, but just in time for Tu BiShvat, the new year of the trees, I do see some buds growing. Let's continue walking around my neighborhood here in Israel, and we'll get to see more of the special species that grow right here. This one's a pomegranate. And again, these trees don't look amazing right now, but it's just the beginning. Over here, I see some little tiny leaves. We got rows and rows of olive trees here. And here we found a date palm. What a wonderful walk we had. The crisp air, the sounds of the birds chirping, and the beauty of finding all the Shevat haminim, the special species of fruit growing right here in my own backyard, made for a real Tu BiShvat experience. Wishing you all a happy and healthy Tu BiShvat. See you next time.